What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Steve Natto. I want to thank you guys all for stopping by the video today. I really do appreciate it. I have one big announcement before we get into today's video, and that is going to be to check the links in the description down below because I went and started my very own free Discord server for you guys. I got a lot of feedback about it. I went and created a bunch of different free resources and guides for you guys, all sneaker related, to go and check out, and it's a way for me to chat with you guys to chat with me, and you guys to chat with others all day long about sneakers. So be sure to check that out in the link in the description down below. But for today's video, as you can see, we have a really awesome shoe in hand here. This is the brand new Adidas Yeezy Quantum Barium in the Barium colorway here. So this is a really cool shoe, one that was highly anticipated, one I was really excited to grab, and the second official colorway of the Yeezy Quantum. This is a newer silhouette. We first saw the original Yeezy Quantum in the Quantum colorway, is kind of how it all shook out back in All-Star Weekend. I headed over to Chicago and picked up that pair. Unfortunately, I did not get it in my size, so I didn't get a chance to try them on or really check them out on feet, but I did get this pair in my size. We're gonna do a full review and on feet here, take a look at them both up close and on feet, and I'll give you guys a couple of different styling options. I've seen really good things about the Quantum as a whole in terms of wearing it, so this was a shoe I was so excited to pick up because I really wanted to check this out on feet and see how it feels, how it looks, and just really check it out like that. So hopefully in this video, I can give you guys a little insight into the shoe and hopefully give you guys a better opinion on what you guys think of the shoe, one way or another, if it's something you guys want to pursue picking up or maybe decide to pass on. Whatever it is, let me know in the comments down below, but I just want to be here as a resource to help you guys out. So I think that's a good framework for the video today. Like I said, we're going to do a full deep dive into the sneakers, so I'm very excited for the video today. If you guys have any questions along the way today, just leave them in the comments down below or over on that Discord server, and I'll help you guys get them answered. But without, going anywhere else here, without saying too much else, let's just go and get into the video for today on the brand new Adidas Yeezy Quantum Barium. But here we are, guys, with the Barium Yeezy Quantum. So hopefully right out of the gate here, you guys can see that it does come in a pretty big box, but it is just a typical Yeezy box similar to other models here. However, it does just have the Quantum branding. But on the size tag here, we can see it says Yeezy Quantum. It actually is YZY, and the words are not spelled out. But then the style code is H68771, and the color is Barium, Barium, and Barium. But now moving up to the shoe here itself, I really do like the silhouette. I've seen a lot of mixed opinions on it, but I think it looks really good. They made two different versions of the Quantum. There's the regular Quantum, which is this one, and then the basketball Quantum, which is the more performance-based basketball version of it, which hasn't seen too wide of a release, but that one did come out in the original Quantum colorway. This one, of course, is the brand new Barium colorway. So what that really means is kind of this darker, sort of army green is kind of how I relate it. It's sort of like that. That's the best way to kind of describe it over, the internet and camera here. But that's what it kind of looks like in person. Otherwise, it is pretty similar to the other pair in terms of the other kind of shades and tones here. So on the midsole and outsole, you can see the back heel of it is connected to this kind of like heel cup, which splits between silver and black. And then for the rest of the midsole here, it's sort of like translucent. You can see a little part of the material underneath it once we get it to focus. But otherwise, it goes all the way down and is a pretty similar outsole to the Yeezy 380. But then on the upper, you can see this pattern that we have, no like outward Yeezy branding or Adidas branding. Kind of have these wave designs on the side here, bringing it up to the toe cap where you have some nice suede on the top. And then you got the black for the tongue and the rope laces going all the way up to the collar of the shoe. Onto the front of the sneakers now, and honestly from afar, one could probably confuse this for the actual Quantum colorway of the Yeezy Quantum just because the colors are a little similar and, without comparing them directly next to each other, I could see that comparison being made. But then up on the toe box here, you can get a better look at the suede. From afar though, it is just that Yeezy Quantum silhouette, and on the tongue you can move up. You got that black material running all the way up the tongue, going all the way to the top. You got some stitching in between, and then the giant rope laces attached on both sneakers. No additional laces are included, but then you do have the size tag, which comes here. This pair is directly from Yeezy Supply. It came very quick. I did get, very fast shipping from them, but then otherwise on the size tag here, it's just the same as what you see on the box. So nothing really different there. Onto the medial side now, nothing really is too different here. It's just you see a bit more of the material as we kind of take a look around. You get a little bit more of the outsole kind of connecting into the midsole here as opposed to the lateral side. But then otherwise, fairly translucent and similar to the Yeezy 380 all the way up until the back, heel cup where it's a little bit of a different material. It's kind of like I want to say like sparkly in a way when you get really close to it, but it is split between gray and black. and then kind of connects up to the upper. The upper material here is really thin, so that's something to keep in mind. I don't think it's a bad thing, but it's just something that I noticed, that the upper collar is pretty thin. Same with the tongue. It's sort of like a neoprene material, but rather thin, and you maybe wouldn't expect it from the pictures you see online. Onto the back heel now, a pretty clean and just simple silhouette kind of from the back. Nothing really too different than what I've explained in terms of everything kind of wrapping around. You can see that, you know, kind of glossier, sparklier material on the back kind of heel cup going all the way up to the upper material here connecting to the heel. And then you can really get a better look at the material up at the top that connects around to the tongue. But that's pretty much what we're looking at. It is just all in that black with some, you know, overlaid material connecting it all. But nothing really too crazy there, and pretty simple design all said and done. And next up, I'm moving overhead, and I've turned on the flash to take a look at some of the 3M reflective material on the sneaker here, as well as take a dive inside the shoe. So first off, we can take a look at the laces, see that they are, you know, these pretty big rope laces, and then they do have these nicer lace tips attached here, kind of in black. Get it to focus there, but hopefully you guys can see that. Moving inside the sneaker, as you can see, it's all black on the inside, and then we just have Yeezy and Adidas branding on the insole. The size tag is behind the tongue right here, so we get that to focus. You guys can check out the numbers and information there. We got it right there. Hopefully you guys can see that. But then, as I mentioned, I do still have the flash on, so you guys can actually see this back heel cup is 3M reflective, as well as the upper material here. So I was, I guess, a little confused at first because I thought it was only supposed to be the basketball colorway that was reflective, but I guess this Quantum one they decided to make reflective. So as you can see on the upper, it is reflective on the back heel. And then on the opposite side as well for the medial, it is reflective there too. So a nice touch on the on feet. I will give you guys a better look at that. And lastly, we can take a look at the outsoles here. So we got that herringbone traction going all the way throughout, all the way down to the bottom where you got this little pocket of boost sticking out. So it's the same on both shoes. It does say boost written on top of there, similar to, again, the other Yeezy Quantum and the Yeezy 380s. But now, finally, since we have wrapped up taking an up-close look at the Barium Yeezy Quantum, it is time to get them laced up, and I'll show you guys how they look on feet. And now there was a look at the Adidas Yeezy Quantum Barium on feet. So I gotta say, for these, I think these are easily my new favorite Yeezy. I'm just gonna say it. I think these things are really good. I'm a really big fan of these. I really did like the Quantum original colorway that came out back in All-Star Weekend. I was really disappointed I didn't get my size in those, but I like them a lot. I definitely like these a bit more because, I was actually able to try them on, see how they look on feet. And, it confirmed all my assumptions that I had before. These things are just really cool at the end of the day. So there's definitely some ups and some downs. There are some, things I'm not quite as happy with, but I think overall still a really good shoe. But I do want to get into those and explain to you guys my thoughts on what I think of it here. So the first thing I want to mention is definitely the sizing. The sizing is a question I get asked about a lot and one that's very particular for this shoe right here. So I'll give you guys an example and kind of baseline. So for instance, I bought this in a size 9.5 because I'm a size 9.5 in almost every single other Yeezy. But to frame that a little bit better for you guys, in most typical Adidas models, like the Adidas Stan Smith, for instance, I wear a size 9. So I feel like most Yeezys fit a little bit small, and that's why I go up to a 9.5. This shoe right here fits even smaller. This 9.5 is tight on me. I probably could do a size 10. So literally every single Yeezy model across the board, I have this explained a little bit better in my Discord server down below. I've created a whole guide on my sizing opinions on all the sneakers I talk about here. But for instance, I think most Yeezys fit a little bit small. This one probably fits a full size small. So the original Quantum colorway didn't even come in half sizes. This one did, which I was glad about because I was like, all right, 9.5 makes sense. This would probably fit. But I probably do need the 10. So just keep that in mind that these things do run at least a half size, probably a full size small. Other than that, the comfort is awesome. They're really good. You saw the boost in the bottom. It's an awesome shoe. Very, very comfortable. It did remind me of the fit of the 380s in some way. It does look like it a little bit, but it felt that way on feet as well. Otherwise, I thought it looks really good with shorts, really good with pants, and it's just a cool new model at the end of the day. I gotta say, I'm not in love with the kind of army green, I guess, barium color on the upper, just taking a look at it, but I feel like on feet, it did look really good, so it's all positive for me on my end. The price point is another topic here. It is, of course, a little bit more expensive than 350s, but then a little bit cheaper than, some of the original 700s coming in at $300. So I'm not too mad at that. I feel like that's fine and kind of in the middle of the road for what we get here. So not really an issue there in my opinion. So overall, I think it's a really good shoe. I am very happy with it, and this is definitely my new favorite Yeezy. So if we had to wrap it up here, give you guys my final rating and opinion on a scale out of 10, I'm going to go a 9 out of 10. I think this is really, really good. I am just a little disappointed with the sizing. I would love to give it a 9.5 or higher, but now I'm just a little disappointed because these do fit a little tight on me. So unfortunately, that's just the case. But otherwise, awesome shoe at the end of the day. I think I'm a really big fan. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your opinions and thoughts on the shoe, either in the comments or over on Discord. But I think that's going to wrap it up for today. So thank you one final time for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed. And I will catch you guys again real soon on the next video.